Inter-depository transfer. So what is inter-depository transfer? This is nothing but transfer of shares from a person having demat account in NSDL to a person having demat account with CDSL. So this is what we call as inter-depository transfer. And for this to happen, both NSDL and CDSL should be electronically connected. Actually, they are electronically connected. We can do this. And see the third point, securities that are available for dematerialization on both the depositories. Only such securities can be transferred. In simpler words, I will explain. That is, say, let us assume for a moment NSE and BSE. We have two exchanges, isn't it? National Stock Exchange and Bombay Stock Exchange. There are certain shares which trade in both NSE as well as in BSE. Say some prominent shares like Infosys, Wipro, etc. They can be bought or sold in NSE as well as in BSE. Okay, but there are certain shares which can only be bought in BSE or which can only be bought and sold in NSE. Okay, so for those shares, say for example, there are certain shares which can only be bought and sold in BSE. Such shares cannot be sold in NSE. Such shares cannot be bought in NSE also. Similarly, in NSDL and CD also there are certain securities which are available in both depositories, NSDL as well as CDSL. And there are certain securities which are available only in NSDL or only in CDSL. Okay. So in order for this inter-depository transfer to happen, the shares should be common for both depositories. That is, it should be available in NSDL as well as in CDSL. Only such shares can be transferred. Few more points in inter-depository transfer. The instructions are exchanged online between two depositories, and here also we have execution date like our off-market delivery instruction. Execution date is similar, same, that is the date on which transfer happened. The same concept applies here also. There is no partial transfer, that is transfer only for complete number of shares. That is, the seller has given transfer for 1000 shares, but his account has only 500 shares, then the transfer will not take place. If the seller account has only 500 shares, then the instruction will wait till end of day, and even till end of day there are no advocate balances, then the instruction will fail. That is, we have to start again. So execution date is similar to that of off-market transfer. And here also, just like in the case of off-market transfer, the fund transfer, fund transaction between seller and buyer happens outside the depository system. Nowhere NSDL or CDSL are involved in fund transfer between these two parties. That is, the amount at which or the rate at which shares are transferred, the mode of transfer, etc. are decided by the agreement between seller and buyer, and it happens outside the depository mechanism. So here we should sign a depository instruction slip known as inter-depository delivery instruction slip. So this is all about inter-depository delivery instruction.